Family, what is up? It is your boy Providence back again with another video. And today I wanted to talk about something that's just really been bothering me, man. And that is that Modern Warfare 2 seems to be getting staler and staler by the day. Every time I log on, I'm really struggling to play this game and even play it for a few hours. And I know people are going to be in the comment section saying, why even buy the game? This game sucks, you should never buy it. And here's the thing, I probably agree with most of the people who say I probably shouldn't have spent money on this game, but at the end of the day, I still love Call of Duty. And every time I make one of these videos that talk about what's wrong with Call of Duty, I do it from a great place, because fundamentally, I still believe that at its core, Call of Duty is more fun than most of the games you could be playing right now. And I still have fun playing Call of Duty, but much like everything else in life, the good brings the bad, right? You can marry the best woman in the world. Sometimes she's gonna piss you off. You can get your dream job, and sometimes your bosses or your co-workers are gonna piss you off. And that's the same relationship I have with Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is one of the greatest, if not the greatest franchise I've ever played in my entire life. But a lot of the times it pisses me off. And this is gonna be one of those videos that I felt like I had to do because I need to vent. See, here's the thing. I had expectations for this game, and I know some of you guys are gonna say, see, that's your problem, you shouldn't have had no expectations. But I am one of the people who are probably in the minority that really loved Modern Warfare 2019. I love that game. It was my first Call of Duty. I enjoyed playing it a lot, and I thought that was one of the best first-person shooters ever made. I know some of you guys are gonna wanna stone me, but that's just my opinion. I say all that to say, I had expectations for Modern Warfare 2. I thought this was gonna be the sequel to one of the greatest first-person shooters that I had ever played. And it turns out that this game is worse. It's not as good as Modern Warfare, and I'm disappointed by that. You see, here's the thing. There are things that I thought that I would get over, certain changes that they made from Modern Warfare 2019 to this game that I thought that after a while wouldn't bother me, but I never quite got over it. Like, you know, when you're with somebody and that special somebody just does something to violate the relationship, maybe they betrayed you in some way, or the girlfriend you were with cheated on you, and maybe you thought, man, you know what, I love her so much, maybe we can move past it, but it just stuck into your brain, it just stayed into your mind, and you never quite got over it, and it's causing huge issues in the relationship. That's kind of how I feel about Modern Warfare 2. Let me explain. I miss movement. Number one, I miss movement. I feel like I'm too slow in this game whenever I'm walking around with an LMG or even ARs. It's just, I move too slow. The only time I feel even semi-mobile is when I have an SMG or a pistol. Outside of that, I can't move. And it makes me mad. Yes, I used to be a slide canceling merchant, and I know some of you guys are gonna think that whatever, who cares, I love the slow movement. I don't. It moves too slow. I don't feel free in this game, and it bothers me. Every time I want to traverse around the map, it's taking me forever, and when I pop dead silence, it makes a noise. Why does dead silence make a noise? I've literally seen people in the replay turn in my direction when I pop dead silence in the kill cam because they heard me coming. Why did they nerf dead silence? Modern Warfare 2019, when you pop dead silence, it didn't make a noise. You didn't pull out a radio. You moved faster. You felt even more free. Now I feel hindered. I can't even move when I pop dead silence. I have not gotten over it. It bothers me till this day. And please, please, someone tell me why the guns, when you put 5 attachments on them, destroys your ADS. I have no idea why the best class setups in this game are like not using all attachments. It shouldn't be the case that when I want to put 5 attachments on my gun, you want to use some of the best attachments, like the best barrels, your ADS is destroyed. Okay, you want to speed up your ADS, maybe put a no stock on your gun, your recoil goes absolutely bonkers. It doesn't make any sense. You want to do a jump shot? They nerfed it to where your jump shot slows your ADS down even more. And There's a whole bunch of random recoil in this game, visual recoil, which Modern Warfare did not have. Again, the gunplay is worse than Modern Warfare 2019 because of these changes. These developers went on their little COD Next video stream and they said, man, we made a game for everybody. We made a game for the rushers, and we made a game for the sentinels, and we made a game for the reactionary players. And I'm sitting there scratching my head like, now why would you lie to my face like that? There's absolutely nothing in this game made for rushers. If you took out the movement, the same movement that rushers use to help them win gunfights and run around the map, and then you destroyed jump shot, an aggressive style of play, you can't even bunny hop, you can't do any of the things that rushers like to do. You've nerfed dead silence. Forget about giving dead silence as a perk, okay? You didn't want to budge on that. You couldn't even leave dead silence alone to the way it was in Modern Warfare 2019. And then they got the nerve to say that they made this game for rushers. Like, I don't like being lied to. I don't. See, here's the thing. I can deal with a game having bugs. I understand whenever a game comes out, there's gonna be bugs. They've got to fix bugs. It's fine. Bugs are just a part of the territory. Whenever you launch a new game, a new piece of software, it's all over tech. Anybody will tell you they launch a new piece of software, there's bugs. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with intentionally bad design decisions. And I just don't understand why developers simply don't have an eye to sticking for what works and making changes only when something doesn't work. It seems like they make changes just to make changes, or like literally make changes to just simply make you not have fun anymore. Like, I'm just like, nobody thought that dead silence was overpowered. Like, no one thought that. If anything, we thought having dead silence as a field upgrade wasn't good enough, right? No one was complaining like, oh man, I really don't like that when someone pops dead silence, I don't get to hear them coming from a mile away with a sound. No one was complaining about that. It wasn't overpowered at all. The developers just decided in their mind, like, now, we don't think that dead silence should actually be silent. We want dead silence to actually be loud and noisy. Like, it doesn't make sense to make intentionally bad decisions like that. This is why Warzone is suffering right now, because they made a ton of unnecessary changes that didn't affect gameplay negatively at all. And actually, the changes now have pissed people off. It doesn't make sense why people do this. Another unnecessary change, the perk system. Why in the blue hell do I not have my perks at the start of the game? I don't know how many times I thought to myself, I have cold-blooded on and a VTOL pops up, enemy VTOL. I'm like, all right, let me not shoot at it. I don't need to focus on it. I have cold-blooded, only for the VTOL to start shooting me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have cold-blooded on right now. Yeah, that was last match. Or I use my stim shot thinking, oh, I don't have a quick fix yet, only for quick fix to actually be activated, and I didn't realize it activated, so I use my stim shot and my quick fix. And so it's just like, sometimes it's hard to keep track of when you have the perk or when you don't have the perk. I'm just like, this is confusing, stupid, and unnecessary. And they changed it just to try to make it seem like they're making the game better or giving you something new and fresh, and it's just literally a really dumb, unnecessary design decision. And don't get me started on SBMM. Y'all know how I feel about that. If you want to know, I made a video a couple of videos ago about SBMM in depth. But to me, what's even worse than these SBMM lobbies is the matchmaking in general. I start matches that have already begun more than I start matches that begin at the beginning. And when you're solo queuing into a lobby the match has already begun, it's disorienting, it's confusing. There's usually a couple of kill streaks up in the air, You're probably coming in to a team that's already losing because it's probably people quitting. This game has a major people quit problem. Like, people quit out all the time. And to be honest with you, I'm a part of that crew, because whenever this game started giving me mess, I'm backing out, man. Because this game, I'm telling you right now, I'm not staying in no lobby to get destroyed by a chopper gunner and a VTOL when this game decided to throw me in the middle of the match. It doesn't make sense. They have to do that. I don't understand how is it so hard to code into the matchmaking algorithm that if there's kill streaks in the air, don't put this guy in. Or if the game is halfway done, or maybe 30-40% done, don't put somebody in. I don't understand. If the game fizzles out, it fizzles out. Like, it's not my problem. And where in the world are the new maps? Why are we this far in the life cycle of this game and the only new maps that we have are remakes, shoot house and shipment? Okay, cool, I love those maps, but at some point we're gonna need new fresh content. And I get it, it's coming in season 2, but why is season 2 all the way in February? It's like we've had 2.5 months. Yeah, I get it, everybody was on vacation, but if you have to move the Call of Duty release date up further, or release Call of Duty in the summer, because I think it's still the stupidest thing in the world to launch a brand new title right before vacation when you can't put new content into the game, you can't update the game from all the bugs. You drop new content, everyone goes on vacation for 2-3 weeks, comes back, and the game's in a mess. So why not just completely change the dates that Call of Duty is released? Man, everybody talk trash about Vanguard, but I gotta be honest, thinking about it, man, I feel like Vanguard is more fun than this game. I really feel like if they didn't market Vanguard as a World War II game, people would have respected that game a whole lot more than the respect it got. But anyway, I'm gonna still be playing COD, man, because like I said, I don't got nothing else better to play. And I really hope that Activision, just please, for the love of God, man, like, just listen to the community, man. Infinity Ward, listen to the community. It's just so simple. You can say whatever you want about Vanguard, but Sledgehammer, when people were complaining about certain things, like wanting Dead Silence to be a perk and all of that, they listened to the community. Vanguard, you had Dead Silence as a perk, you had it as a field upgrade, and they buffed Dead Silence to where it gave you Ghost when you popped it as a field upgrade. Like, I mean, literally. And then we go from that to Infinity Ward. I mean, anyway, guys, that's my time. I'm getting up out of here. Post your thoughts in the comment section below. If I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why, man. I want to be wrong. Convince me why I'm wrong. Tell me why this game's amazing, okay? So anyway, that's it, man. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and, you know, support the content, man. It's your boy Providence. I'll see you guys in the next video.